I just want to do a brief demo of the little star pack that I'm doing here. So in this pack, I'll be having a base character, base enemy, and then the base enemy Gen 2 will be the shooter. I've got the AI controller. All three of them are named as passive, aggressive, and simple. That'll go into later detail later on. I'll go into the behavior tree. I'll go into an additional behavior tree, what is called the encounter space, and the weapon parent. So we'll start with the base character here. So I have the actor death here. That would cover both the player and the AI. As you can see here with the brain component. I go into the switching weapons, reload functionality here. I've got the firing functionality here. I did leave this is crouching variable here in case you didn't want the player to shoot or the AI to shoot while they're crouching. I have a melee attack here. I've got the jump. These are some mouse inputs. I built a shield recharge. Then I've got some additional movement inputs. I've got the crouch functionality here. I'm using my own variable rather than the built-in is crouching, just for personal preference. I've got the sprinting functionality here. And then I have a decoy sound here. This is something that would function with a AI later on, as in with a noise event to distract like a guard or something like that. I also built some additional functionality here. I've got a inventory function, a pickup function, a drop function, and an additional inventory option. So these I had built in, and I may apply later. If you are interested in that, just let me know. You can leave a comment, you can join the Discord, or you can send me an email directly, all of which will be in the description below. So now we're going into the base enemy. Here's another function that I will most likely cut, but it goes into the built-in damage function that Unreal Engine has built. Same as earlier, if you're interested in that, just let me know. I've got a health bar. I currently have this hidden, but you can go into the enemy health bar scene component right here, and you get some additional information about that. And then here is the shooter enemy, or the Gen 2. So I've got right here, so this is casting to the AI gun parent. There's some variations between the two, so you'll just need to go into the weapons file and you'll see that there. Start and stop shooting. And then I've got enter cover and exit cover. That will be covered in the behavior tree. So here's the AI controller. This one is for the passive AI in particular, all of which are commented and labeled accordingly. So we just have the behavior tree, and then this here is for the blackboard. So this is determining if you can see the player. And this will also feed into the cover. So with the cover functions, you'll see the variable for is crouching quite often. So I've done a little test here. So if you can see the player and it's crouching, then the cover is no longer safe, which is labeled right there. So this is the first behavior tree for the passive shooter. So if you're familiar with behavior trees, this should be quite easy. So I've just got all that set up, and the blackboard as well with the variables included. Then I've got a shoot from cover behavior tree, since the two functionalities are quite different. Same blackboard as the previous one. And then I have something here called an encounter space. This is just so that all of the AI in a particular encounter space are cooperating with each other and have what I like to call team communication. And all of this is commented and labeled accordingly. So, and if you do have questions, you can send me an email or you can join the Discord. Here is the gun parent functionality. I've got a reload function right here. It's a pretty basic one, but if you want a more advanced one, just get in touch with me. I've got a start shooting, stop shooting, and then I've got alternate fire functionality set up. I have not done anything with that because none of the projects I'm working on currently pertain to that. I've got a threat trace, so that just works with the AI to determine if the AI is currently threatened. I didn't dive in too deep with that, so I've got all that functionality built in there, so if you want to expand upon that, then that's fine with me. I've got the firing function here, so I've got hit scan functionality and projectile functionality, and that's all covered right here. So I've got, it's currently set up for third person, but you are able to adjust that however you would like. You could use a different camera or a different reference point, whatever would pertain to your game. And then I've got one here for the projectile as well, and varying projectile speeds. And like I said, there's a variable set up in the weapon to determine if it's a hit scan weapon or not. But that's basically everything with the little starter pack I have. There's 3 different AI that are shooters with that. I'll be releasing some additional content with that as well. Not to mention, I did include animations for the base enemy, Gen 2. So I've got all that in there. But that's everything. If you have any additional questions or concerns, you can email me directly, or you can join the Discord, and all of that will be in the description below. So thank you so much for being interested in this product, and if you're interested in supporting me further, you can take a look at my Patreon, and I've got that in the description as well.